This is day 24 of Advent of Cyber 2024, and this challenge is called You Can't Hurt SOC Malware. The city of Wareville has invested in smart lights and heating, ventilation and air conditioning, HVAC. Oh, it was so easy to control the lights and heating remotely. Following the recent incidents, McSkitty started monitoring these smart devices' communication protocols. Not long after the lights and heating were up and running, Malware figured out how these devices were controlled and sabotaged them. Luckily, McSkitty was one step ahead and picked up the malicious commands that had been sent. Can you help McSkitty figure out which commands were sent? We can then use our findings to update the device's configuration and save the day. So we are going to learn about the MQTT protocol, how to analyze that traffic using Wireshark, and reverse engineering a simple network protocol. So how smart is smart? Smart devices make our lives very easy. We no longer physically need to move and turn on or off a switch to control them. With smart HVAC systems, we can maintain the temperature of our homes and ensure they are not too cold or too hot when we come home from outside. Smart vacuum cleaners can clean our house while we work on other things or go out for dinner. Many smart devices come with apps that allow us to control them using our mobile phones. Even better, since these devices can be controlled remotely through apps and interfaces connected to the internet. We can make their designs more minimalistic and aesthetically independent, and the need for adding switches or controls on the device itself is minimized. While they make our lives easier, most smart devices need a network connection to provide control to the users. Many smart devices are connected over the internet, hence the term Internet of Things or IoT, which from a security point of view means that anyone can potentially take control of these devices. We can limit the exposure of these devices by adding security controls such as network isolation and authentication mechanisms. Still, if we fail to do so, the results can be catastrophic. However, the most secure system is a system that is shut down, but that does not deter us from using different systems that help us out in our daily lives, and the same should be the case with smart devices. Instead, we can ensure that we understand how our smart devices work and have adequate security set up for them. Although different IoT and smart devices use various programming languages, depending on the platform and vendor, they often need to speak the same language to be able to communicate with each other. For example, while IoT devices might use C++ or Java to talk to the compiler and the underlying hardware, they will need a language like HTTP or MQTT to talk with your system or mobile device. MQTT stands for Message Queuing Telemetry Transport. It is a language very commonly used in IoT devices for communication purposes. It works on a publish-subscribe model, where any client device can publish messages, and other client devices can subscribe to the messages, if they are related to a topic of interest. An MQTT broker connects the different clients publishing and subscribing to messages. To further understand MQTT, let's explore some key concepts used in MQTT protocols. So if the clients are the IoT devices, such as sensors and controllers, that publish or subscribe to messages using the MQTT protocol. For example, a temperature sensor can be a client that publishes temperature sensors at different places. An HVAC controller can also act as a client that subscribes to messages from the temperature sensor and turns the HVAC system on or off based on the input received. You have the broker, which receives messages from publishing clients and distributes them to the subscribing clients based on their preferences. And you have topics, which are used to classify the different types of messages. Clients can subscribe to messages based on their topic of interest. For example, a temperature sensor sending temperature readings can use the topic of room temperature, or an HVAC controller would subscribe to messages under the topic of room temperature. However, a light sensor can publish messages with the topic light readings. An HVAC controller does not need to subscribe to this topic. On the other hand, a light controller would just subscribe to light readings, but not to the topic of room temperature. So for this challenge, we are starting the virtual machine. We do not need an attack box, and you can RDP or SSH into it, and as we've seen, it's opened it up in split view. So learning about a protocol theoretically can be confusing, so let's see how it works in practice. The files related to this are in the desktop MQTT sim directory, and the walkthrough and the challenge files are shown in the terminal below. So in that directory there's challenge, then different challenge files, and then walkthrough. As we discussed, different IoT devices communicate with each other using MQTT, a network protocol. Therefore, we must monitor network communication to see what is going on. We will use Wireshark to monitor network communication. On the left side, we can click the Wireshark logo to start Wireshark. On the home screen, we can select any for the network interface to see traffic from all network interfaces. The screenshot below shows the traffic from all the interfaces on the network, as we have selected any for the network interface. Since we only want to see traffic from the MQTT protocol, we can filter for this protocol only. To do that, we can type MQTT in the filter box and press enter. There will be no traffic for now, as no MQTT broker or client is running. So let's start the MQTT broker and client to see the traffic. For that, there is a shortcut for a directory on the desktop named link to MQTT. The directory has different scripts in it. We'll start the walkthrough.sh script to learn how the MQTT protocol works. So need to run that. So once we run it, 3 windows will pop up. The window with the red text is the MQTT broker. The one with the blue text is the MQTT client. And the third is the application UI we might see as the end user. We can look at the logs on each of these windows if you like, but as an end user we'll only interact with the application UI. Okay, so the virtual machine has finished loading, so we'll start open Wireshark, open MQTT sim, and this is said do any, and it wants us to do MQTT here in the filter. No, MQTT, not QQT. So filter based on that. Nothing at the moment, which is expected. We will then assume it's open this folder, walk through, then walk through sh, run in terminal. Now we're seeing all the stuff pop up. So red was the broker, blue is the client, and no windows popped up I don't think. I don't see any application. Maybe we try through the terminal doing that. So let's close this one. Okay, well it seems like I can't close this. Not sure why. Clicking next does absolutely nothing. Trying to close this Xterm does nothing. So maybe we can just keep it there, but cd desktop mq walkthrough, and maybe we just try run walkthrough like this. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting the other ones, and we have the client here. There we go. So currently the application is in automatic mode. The heating is off. The target temperature is 22 degrees, and the current temperature is 22.3. So let's over to Wireshark, and we are seeing the traffic coming in now. So if we go to the top and we look at the type of traffic, you can see there's connect command, connect acknowledge, then we're subscribing, and then it's publishing the messages. So there's temperature and heater that's running. So let's see if we look at the publish, and can we expand this? We can see the message home temperature. So I assume that that's the topic that's been subscribed to. So home temperature, and then this is the temperature. So before proceeding to the challenge, quit all the HVAC control scripts. So inside of here, Control C. Okay, so I had to do Control C before, which is why I wasn't working, and do that here. So now we understand how the MQTT publish subscribe model works with the broker. Skitty can use our help. The lights have gone off in all major factories and halls. Malware has sabotaged the lighting system implemented by a contractor company. Their support will take some time to respond, as it's the holiday season, but Skitty needs to get the lights back on now. To see what Malware has done, we can run the script challenge.sh as shown below. Let's open the 3 windows, including the light control interface. So let's also close all this. Or do I need it? No, it's all there. Guess things just don't want to close in this. Okay, finally that's closed. So we'll now open up the terminal and we'll go back to desktop, MQ and challenge, and we'll run. Actually, before we do that, we should probably clear this if possible. So we'll do restart on capture, continue without saving, and now we'll start the challenge. So we can see the lights controller interface, however nothing works, and there's no way to turn the lights back on. So now that we have basic knowledge of the MQTT protocol, we must find the command to turn the lights back on. The challenge.pcap file is also inside the challenge directory. This packet capture file contains various MQTT protocol messages related to turning the lights on and off. Start Wireshark, then go to the file, choose open, locate the file, and open it. Okay, so we aren't capturing anything, although we can see we are capturing some stuff here. So Christmas light controller, and I think these is like, that's, so we can see some requests being made, but I guess we should follow what it wanted us to do. So we'll quit this Wireshark, then we'll open up a new one, and we will open the challenge capture file. So you plan to publish a message to the MQTT broker in order to turn on the lights. As a result, all the lighting devices subscribed to this MQTT broker will turn the lights on. You can achieve this from the command line using the mosquito pub command. So we've got a capture for all the stuff that was working. So what we need to do is find a capture where it was working and send a message. So see, we've got publish a message here. Is that what we'd want? maybe it is, I'm not sure. But let's give it a go. So it's Mosquito pub h localhost topic. I think this is the topic. Oh, okay, we can see here this is the topic. So let's paste that in and remove topic from there, and then -m for message, which is 6f6e. Actually, let's rewrite this so we've got quote marks around it, and probably don't need to do 6f6e. Just actually, my assumption is that's like, so it's just n here. Oh, okay, on on. So if we send that as the message, does that work? Yep, the lights are now back on, and we have our flag right here. So we now need to end that. So THM lights on day saved. Okay, I typed that in incorrectly. It's THM no T there. Okay, lights on day saved. So that is day 24 of Advent of Cyber 2024 completed, but may as well go through the rest of the stuff for this year's Advent of Cyber. So let's terminate this machine and let's go through the rest of this year's Advent of Cyber stuff. So, how the glitch saved SOCMIS. At the SOCMIS celebrations, Mayor Malware took the stage ready to claim victory. Stop! Before you celebrate, the real threat is Mayor Malware. The town was shocked to learn the truth, and Mayor Malware fled in disgrace. Glitch was hailed a hero, his true intentions finally understood. SOCMIS continued stronger and more secure, with Wereville united against any threat. As Glitch and McSkitty are nearing the town square of Wereville on SOCMIS night, they hear the mayor's voice booming in the air. And now, thanks to me, SOCMIS is finally safe. I am honoured to accept the Patchmeister award this year. They speed up and run up to the stage. Stop, McSkitty shouts. The Glitch is innocent. The mayor tried to sabotage SOCMIS for the entire month. All the wares stare in shock as Glitch steps up to the stage, takes the microphone, and starts listing all the hacks and attempts at sabotage they discovered from McSkitty. The evidence is overwhelming, and the townsfolk erupts in shouts, all the different Were families demanding the mayor's resignation. McSkitty looks round. Mayor Mal is nowhere to be found. She turns round only to see him running away, a dot of blue fur outside of the town at this point. What do we do about the award? Asks Software. Every SOCMIS needs a Patchmeister. All Wares turn to Glitch, realizing they have him to thank for the celebrations this year. Without more words spoken, they all pass on the Patchmeister emblems to McSkitty. He puts it around Glitch's neck. SOCMIS festivities are now ready to begin. So SOCMIS has been saved. And then there's one last thing for congratulations, where it wants you to take a survey. But we will end that there. So if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe.